Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey. When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here. For the first time ever, we have a women's... Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi, and a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself. Already drop kick.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying
From the apron.
taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
Sliding into the ring now.
Nice running crossbody.
She gets around the attack.
Placing her in the corner. Quick thinking from Naomi. Right in the jaw.
Oh, what a shot. Vicious shoulder tackle in the corner. Oh, that's a kick that would leave you gasping for air.
The challenger's fully aware of what it takes to become a champion. Naomi has to use her superior athleticism.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi, maybe the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
All the leverage and pressure staying on the neck.
Have to get out in a hurry. The window of opportunity to break free is closing.
Gotta find a way out of the guillotine. They're not gonna last long while we're bridging out.
Incredible.
Arm wringer, and countered with a knuckle sandwich.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a 3-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back. Off the ropes. Leg drop.
What do they have planned here? Kicks!
Blatant disrespect.
The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. And the champion avoids the 2 count.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out. Vicious double axe handle.
And Naomi has been quick to take the social. Look at this! Cross body.
Whoa! A roll of the dice and it pays off in full.
Heading back to the ring.
Here we go. Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
A bold decision to go high risk there, but it completely backfired.
Took from the top. Oh, way off. That's a big mistake.
Man.
Nice Japanese arm drag.
Rear view by Naomi.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
Leg drop.
Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
2 count. No, we did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next 2 superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Atha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group.
Here's the battle, and it's the Wild Samoans, Atha and Sika, taking out Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
2 sets of brothers, 2 sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the table. And get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T, TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Bubba Ray now on the offensive. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting the bell to eventually win. A manager grabbing anything from under the ring is beyond unfair. It's just downright evil.
Crank in the head.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard.
His stamina is getting tested here.
And watching Sika aggressively respond.
And the Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners, Bubba Ray and Devon, the
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't
Here's the battle, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Big plans in mind from Bubba.
Soaring!
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
This can't be good. They just missed wildly.
Took the high risk, but unfortunately, no reward.
And now he gets back into the ring.
Nails digging right into the skin. Prime example of working smarter, not harder. That's what I say.
Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Now these are obviously two juggernaut tags.
From the top. All the way to the outside.
Oh, they're not going to fight the hand. Oh, my God, they are.
This maniac's out of control.
Pretty savage and gross way to go after someone.
And Bubba Ray responds. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. From the top! Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Fast thinking saved him there.
Oof, right into the post.
And that was a precisely measured attack. Bubba wasn't prepared for that.
Up, Look out! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
Oh, this will turn your lights out in a hurry. And Alpha and Cena just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Cena, the Wild Samoan.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the Promised Land. He's violent. He's strong. He's fast. He's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable, and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Down opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head."
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure.
Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
It's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that knee.
Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at Spring Break 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man left with the title. Tonight, we're going to see who the better man is, and it will be the one who leaves with the title. These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
Evasive maneuvering there.
Big forearm.
He's able to avoid heavy contact.
Oh, Sikoa holding him at bay.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
You got to imagine that Roman... Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who've held those titles for 422 days.
Record-breaking reigns in both singles and tag team competition. If Solo captures the North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it for.
Goes into the corner. The whole ring in between them. Samoan drop.
And right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
2. No, kicks out.
The end was in sight. Solo lining it up. Maybe moments away from capturing that. Rearing way back.
There's a Samoan spike.
The cover.
Are we headed towards a title change?